Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. The Chinook School Division now has the task of dealing with vacant property in the south and central areas of the city. As the city of Swift Current continues to grow, it's recently identified an urgent requirement for 2 water distribution analysis projects. With a busy road construction season and students now back in school, motorists are further reminded to obey the rules of the road for everyone's safety.
Thanks for joining us here today. The former Ashley Park and Omen school properties are now in the hands of the city of Swift Current. We have more in today's top story.
Over the past year, the Chinook School Division has been busy with numerous changes within Swift Current. From the introduction of the new École Centennial School to the closures of Omen and Ashley Park schools. And with the closures of the 2 schools, the Chinook School Division now has the task of dealing with vacant property in the south and central areas of the city. A resolution was passed at the August Chinook School Board meeting to transfer the Ashley Park and Omen School properties to the city of Swift Current. Liam Chufu explained some of the conditions outlined in the agreement, valued at $1 per property.
We still have a number of things that we need to do at those schools to get them shut down, and also to be able to repurpose any of the existing equipment throughout the school division. And also in the Omen site, we have a portable classroom that we need to get moved off of that site. And so there's some stipulations around timelines, et cetera, but if everything were to go smoothly as anticipated, it should be all in the city's hands by June of 2016.
And as far as ensuring the school grounds, especially that of Omen, reflect an educational component in their next stage of development through the city and its contractors, Chufu had these comments.
We've asked for a piece of the property to be left for Chinook's use, and on that property we're going to put a monument or a stone there to acknowledge Omen School being at that site.
Now with the official transfer of properties in place, the city has the green light to start proceedings on future project developments at these locations, including that of building demolition.
That looks like a government project.
Imagine a destination where you can enjoy world-class dining and unique accommodations. Take a leisurely stroll through streets filled with rich history while browsing for that perfect gift. Buy fresh produce from the farmers market and enjoy a range of cultural events while stepping back in time to learn more about Canada's Old West. Your summer destination is awaiting you in Maple Creek. For event listings and all things Maple Creek, visit our website.
As the city of Swift Current is preparing for future growth, it's now undertaking a special water analysis.
As the city of Swift Current continues to grow, it's recently identified an urgent requirement for 2 water distribution analysis projects. This includes the updating of the WaterCAD model with the rural water pipeline mains. This study will look at the performance of the existing system and overall water pressure. The second analysis covers the South Hill low water pressure and possible solutions to this condition. Projects which were recently approved for by City Council for a total of $49,200, covering the engineering proposals with AECOM. Water pressure studies which will benefit Swift Current and the surrounding RM now and into the future.
We know from some of the growth that we're experiencing some lower pressures there, and we want to make sure we don't let them drop too far and get out of the safe zone.
And as far as the timeline for the water distribution analysis, Macon hopes to have the results in before the end of this year.
This will be a pretty quick analysis. This will be completed later this fall in time for preparation to submit for any construction that might be required into the next year's budget plan, into the 2016 business budget plan.
The City of Swift Current's water analysis involves 259 customers in the South Hill area and 221 in the RM of Swift Current, spanning a total of 94,797 meters of pipeline.
On this side wants to develop, and this person on this side wants to develop, and this one doesn't. What's the next bad word other than annexation? It's expropriation.
Another exciting season of Market Square returns to downtown Swift Current, featuring live entertainment, fresh garden produce, crafts, and other unique vendors. Market Square, every Saturday at the corner of Central and Chaplin. Proudly presented by the City of Swift Current and Standard Motors, along with Innovation Credit Union and Southwest TV News.
Students across the province are now back in school, and you're once again being reminded to slow down and stay focused as you drive through school zones.
Traffic on the roadways is increasing across the province, and with a busy road construction season and students now back in school, motorists are further reminded to obey the rules of the road for everyone's safety. With speed continuing to be a big factor, according to a recent traffic blitz across Saskatchewan.
The focus for July was speeding in work zones, and there were a total of 3,556 tickets issued in and out of work zones. So police were paying particular attention to those work zones, but would enforce also any violations that they saw. In addition to those 3,500 plus speeding violations, police also issued 130 tickets for distracted driving. 102 of those were for cell phone use. 293 tickets for people that weren't wearing a seatbelt or didn't have their children properly secured in the car in a car seat or a booster seat. And then there were 100 impaired driving related offenses as well.
And despite having digital signs posting motorist speed and even photo radar in place in some school zones in the province, many drivers still need a reminder to slow down.
Our traffic safety spotlight for September is focusing on school zone safety. So police will be out in September watching for people that aren't yielding to pedestrians or aren't obeying crossing guards, that are speeding in school zones. So just take some extra care in school zones. Just think about those children and how vulnerable they are, and they maybe don't always know the rules of the road. So you just want to make sure that they're safe, and just really reduce your speed and constantly be alert.
The posted speed limit in school zones is 40 kilometers per hour between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., 7 days a week.
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at MyLocalTV.ca. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.